Good morning. Thank you for being here today. Have you ever felt like you're just stuck in this middle? It's like everything feels confused. It's like, you're not where you want to be, and you want to be somewhere rather than here. You wish things could have been different, and you're not knowing if any of this is ever gonna work out. If you ever been there, or if you are, then you're not alone then. It's a beautiful morning. Well, it's still early, 5:30. And it has been 3 days since I've gone to the gym. Or making a new podcast episode. You might have been seeing me posting it every day, but I don't. Well, I do, but I make them ahead of time and I post them. Because these are days I just can't really do it. I'm sure we all have those days. But lately it's been rough and I don't want to complain. We all have bad days. And that's just part of life. But when it's come to consistency, you skip a day, it's okay. You skip 2 days, okay. We're seeing the pattern. But then 3 days in a row, that is a hard part, to get back on your feet again when you're on 3 days in a row and you're just feeling like, oh, here we go, here come the slide down, or what is it, the slip. Because usually this is when things starting to fall apart, because I don't feel motivated. I don't feel like doing anything, because staying comfortable is much easier than getting yourself up and get to the gym, do a podcast, read a book, or cook. Meal prep. It's just hard to do those things when you just feel like you're on a bad streaks. But I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning, and nowadays I can't really sleep for some reason. I'm just wide awake early in the morning and just think about life like like an old man. I feel old. I am old. Whenever someone asks me, what year was you born in? And I'm like, 19 something, and then they're like, oh, you're like a dinosaur now. Because most people that consider us young now, they are 2000s or above. That's what considered as young, because if someone was born in the 2000, then 26, yeah, they're young now. But me, the 98, I'm 27, but if in the other countries I'm 28, not 27. if you count it by years, not by months, then I'm 28. Shit, like I'm old as fuck. Oh my god. So, yeah, I'm no longer young or no longer a little kid, no longer a teenager, neither a young adult. I'm a grown ass man now. So cut the bullshit, you know? But I was just sit in silence this morning and I just really think about life. Like, why am I feeling what I'm feeling? Why am I like this? And I had to come to terms with myself that one of the reasons why is because I can't seem to let go. Let go of what no longer in my life and what is lost. I can't let go. I keep on coming up with scenarios and hoping that things could have been different than what it actually is. I keep on hoping, wishing, thinking, and coming up with things to do, to say. But I have to, and I refuse to accept the reality for what it is. I refuse, I keep on refusing to accept it. When in reality, the answer is right in front of your face, my face. And yet, I refuse. Despite the fact that the answer is right in front of my face. Maybe it's because I built this image in my head that things should be the way that I imagined, but in reality it's not what I think. So stop, cut the bullshit and accept. But it's hard, you know, the more I try to force myself to accept it, the more I refuse not to. So it's like, what do I do? I keep on thinking about it every day. But you know, one good thing is, well, I don't really want to talk about it. I know. But I do need to talk about it. Because I need to let certain things go in order to move forward. And lately it just feels like I've been living on autopilot. Just doing the same shit over and over every day. Because I am afraid of change. I'm afraid of the unknown. And then I would look at, you know, the views counts and the analysis on the podcast, and no one's listening. But then on YouTube Studio, you know, they had this analysis that say that that graph that show you whenever someone look at your videos, and it's like this sharp decline in the views. The retention rate is like, as soon as people listen to me talking for 3 seconds, they click up the videos, and it's only like 10 views at most in an episode, or like 20 views in an episode, or some episode had like 30 views, but all of them had that sharp decline, and it just feels like, yeah, people don't really want to listen to your shit. Why are you making these episodes? What the fuck is wrong with you? All this doubt, all of these limiting beliefs, and just telling myself that, who the fuck am I to do these things? Like, who would want to listen to this kind of bullshit? And all of these self-doubt popping up, and I just felt like a worthless piece of shit. And then on top of that, I stopped investing. And it felt like I've lost my purpose again. Not really purpose, but something that I look forward to. And then, the girl. Sometimes I just wish she could just say no. Just tell me straight up no. Instead of just saying yes at first, and then gave me the number, and then ghosted me. I don't blame her. She's a very sweet person, and I'm sure it was hard for her to say no, because she didn't want to hurt my feeling in that moment. So she had to give me the silence as an answer. And she stopped coming to the salon ever since. And it was like the first time I ever done it. And probably was gonna be the last time I ever do it. Yeah. I feel really, really bad, because she's been going to us for a while. And she even have a lot of points that she haven't used. I feel really, really bad. Yeah, that is gonna be the last time I ever gonna ask someone out. And it was the first time also. It just been really stuck with me in my head for a long time. I just can't let it go. But then the other day, her friends come in, and I did her nails, and she told me that instead of them leaving in 4 months from now, they're gonna leave in 2 months. And I felt like the inside of my head, the inside of me, it was sinking. It felt like I was gonna sink for some reason. was feeling it's just so miserable, and I felt like it was it, you know. Um, um, I just wish that she could have just gave me an answer instead of just silent and not saying anything, even though I know that is another way of saying no. But somehow, some reason, I refuse to accept it. So what do? I come up with scenarios, things, trying to fix it, trying to do, hoping that things could have been, things, the outcome could change if I do things differently. But no, I think I've come to terms this morning that the reality, it is what it is, and I just have to accept it. Accept that certain people are just not meant to be in your life. And if they were meant to be in your life, they would. They would never miss you by, pass you by. Even when someone feels so right, someone that you've been looking for a while, but to them, you're just another stranger passing by. So, just got to accept it. Accept that from their point of view, you're just a bypasser, just a stranger that they'll never remember. And it's okay. It's a hard pill to swallow, but it's okay. It's just part of life and part of growing up, and you have to learn to let go. Let go of what's not yours, what's not meant for you, and just accept things what they are. And that's one of the hard things I find to do, is finding the will to let go, the will to accept things for what they are, and believe that what meant for you will never pass you by. I think that's another me being dramatic. But thank you so much for listening, and I hope I'll see you in the next one.